People no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman pikin dey the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk.
Thank you. Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live. Thank you so much for joining me. Share this broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today. Yeah.
Mayegun diary political. Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun diary.
I am going to also sympathize with you currently experiencing the APC inflicted hardship on you. I sympathize with you, all of you, even if you are their supporters or not. It doesn't really matter. Man, I can't imagine what life is like for many of you right now. I'm finding it difficult to have access to your money, and you are also preparing for a confusing election, right? So as confusing as the election is, I can tell you something for free. The one confusion that majority of the people are finding so hard to explain is that of Buhari, APC, Egbekegbe, as well as the coming elections. Now put it this way. Nigerians are going through hell like never seen before right now. Now, they are confused if their money is legal or not. Then APC, Egbekegbe, fighting APC, Egbekegbe. Now, APC took APC to court to decide if your money is legal or not. Now, it is scarce. Fuel is scarce. Hardship quintupled. Then the same Buhari that is behind the whole thing is also appearing at campaign rallies like he just did in Lagos. And everybody there, right, couldn't tell themselves, right, and say, man, we are going through hell and we are here. The person behind it is actually sitting up there. And none of these guys could tell him to ease things up, even if not for anybody, temporarily, even for his own party members that are complaining of sabotage. So tell me about confusion, where you see your problems, and you decided to dodge it by pretending not to see it. So that's part of the confusion that you can say. And there are many more confusion going about. So read the caption, read the description of this broadcast, share the broadcast, okay? Sit back after liking the video, sit back, relax, and then we're going to start in a minute. It is going to be a long night, by the way. I hope you are prepared. It is going to be a long night. So share the broadcast. Man, go easy. Yes. Thank you. The brethren of the Temple of Truth, I welcome you once again to this sermon tonight. I implore you to please listen with an open mind. You are likely not going to like everything I'm going to say, but do you know something? Nigeria is about to experience an implosion orchestrated and financed by the people in government in Nigeria. The start is what we are kind of preparing for. I don't think a lot of you are actually prepared for the aftermath if they hold their election on Saturday. But this platform can help you to kind of understand the nitty-gritty, the intrigues and intricacies, I don't know, all those funny things that makes Nigeria politics less predictable and for the first time more confusing. I can help, trust me. So listen with an open mind, and then let's get started. Buhari was in Lagos today to attend the grand finale of Tifnumbu's campaign. Everywhere is tight. People are struggling, suffering, and the rest of that. But as the APC, that will never take responsibility for anything, they decided to say, well, if life throws you lemon, maybe you should make a lemonade from it. Even if it is a poisonous one, they wouldn't mind. They can make a gain out of this mess created by one of them or their own leader. But he was there in Lagos. Everywhere shut down. Markets shut down. Parks shut down. Roads closed down. Everybody straight to the stadium. It is grand finale. Tifnumbu is coming to town. It needs to show to the people that, listen, if there is no money scarcity, if there's no fuel scarcity, he has no one that is contesting with but himself. So they had to show something, make an impression. So, Buhari, who then appeared, actually made a promise for few seconds as usual. Because one of the problems that they said they are having is that within their camp, they have realized that Kolu Tifnumbu, yeah, I'm talking about Jaga bandits, failed to use the achievement of Buhari and the APC government of 8 years to campaign, which tells them that even before they will leave that office, the moment Tifnumbu becomes the president-elect, is coming for them first, and they can smell it from far. So with that internal bickering and wahala, which is true, by the way, so they said that that's why they are sabotaging him and the rest. However, the man behind the whole wahala, whenever he appears at any of Kolu's rallies, it doesn't say much. Okay? It's pretty much like, well, that's your trouble. You can deal with it. But he did say something this afternoon. Buhari said, Tifnumbu is your next president. He didn't say it the way I am about to say it too. But that is the way I understand it, I'll say. He said, Tifnumbu is going to be your next president. All the permutations are in place, except something happened. Save for that, Tifnumbu is your next president, because according to him, he is already briefing him on international diplomatic security and all those jargons, sha. Something like they have already started. I don't know if that is true or not. Now, waiting Buhari said, that they've already started walking around transfer of power to Tifnum. See, look at him. You are jumping up. Something just entered you there. Agbado. Okay. I am only telling you what I heard, and then you also listen to that too tonight. But that's my own understanding. So, which means that as Kolu has been wishing and hoping, is that he is only waiting for the day of his coronation. Okay? So, Buhari confirmed that in Lagos today. But before today, there have been some things popping up too, okay, that you should know before we delve into the drama of their campaigns, okay? Before today, you have been seeing different polls presenting Peter Obi as the projected winner that will beat Atiku, beat Tifnumbu, beat everybody, sha. And then until just 2 days ago. Normally, they will tell you, you don't need to believe in any poll. Don't go, I got this poll. Poll is this, you know what I mean? But fine. But you know something? El Rufaya released a poll. And in that poll, Tifnumbu is projected that is going to win the election as well. Okay? According to them, they said that Tifnumbu will be first, Atiku will be second, and Peter Obi will be third. But in their own poll, the reason why I'm telling you about this is that I'm about to share some data with you now that are also part of the real concern that you probably have been told never to really, you forget it, it doesn't matter. It's all nonsense. It's all noise. Now, when these Obi and obedient people started, I bet a lot of you actually believe that it was just a social media frenzy. I know some of you still believe that, but not as it was 10 months ago. If you want to be honest, Abi, traditionally, okay, Nigeria, I've told you this before, I'll repeat it. Nigeria has 124,000 polling units. But after 2019, they created more polling units. So they published, they said they now have 176,000 or so polling units in Nigeria. Now, primarily, APC, PDP, they are expected to have more than 90% presence in all of those polling units, because those polling units also kind of covers the political wards. That is when you go to, when you say federal, state, local government, then you go straight to the ward level. From ward level, then you go to the unit level. That is the stages, right? So if you want to go into an elections, you are expected to at least have one person representing you to help monitor your votes at every polling unit. So when they talk about structure, so they were told these people are only existing on social media. And it was long held belief, and it was deliberate. But in reality, it is not so. So El Rufaya released a poll. And in that poll, they said Tifnumbu is going to win 26 states. And he's going to get his 25% in 24 states conveniently in that poll. Atiku they said Atiku is going to win 21 states. And he is only going to make the 25% in just about 15 states. El-Rufai Polo. Then they said that Peter Obi would only win 18 states. How? And he will only get 25% in just 11 to 12 states. So it's going to be third. Now that is where I am going. Okay? They said they have no structure. In fact, they will have nobody in the most part of those polling units that will monitor their elections except on social media. It is also a propaganda too. But in reality, the reasons why the whole thing is no longer so clearer and none of them can beat their chest the way they would normally do with the usual way of the way they do things. That was people, PDP, APC, shout from today to tomorrow, okay? You end up in, and the answer for either APC or PDP. But for the first time, it be like say disobedient are giving them the run for their money. For the first time. So, yesterday, after the poll of El-Rufai, their INEC then released the data they have. So what is the data? You may not, the first one was that for the first time, they saw a never seen before surge in the numbers of new people who registered they want to vote. They also saw a never seen before surge in the level of their PVC collections. Don't believe most of all those propaganda lies and all that too. But I am telling you this because there's a place I am actually taking you to in all of this just before we go to Lagos. Talking about data that is threatening, threatening those who are like the traditional establishment in Nigeria. So yesterday, Atiku released their own poll too. And Atiku is projected that he was going to win. Atiku is expected to win 31 states. Okay? And it's going to get 25% in almost 27 states, conveniently. The second person they gave was Tifnumbu. Atiku's poll says Tifnumbu is going to come second with just about 24 states, winning 24 states and only getting 25% in about 20 states. And Peter Obi, coming distant third, is going to get about 15 states. Win 15 states, and then is going. They shall do all that, blah, blah, blah. But you know, who win what or who is not going to win what is not what I want you to be interested in. Is that what I want you to be interested in is that the establishment, right, that brought us to this stage where everybody is asking out, how can we get out of this mess? How can we get out of this whole thing? I don't want to be part of this anymore. The establishment says the threat of the obedient is real. And in their own book, they are allocating states to them that they will win states. The establishment is seeing that and they had to double the propaganda. INEC released the numbers of the party agency. Party agency, a polling unit agency. Baba, if I say that there the shock high though. All this while, all the 4 people tweeting in a room, it be like say they are actually up to the game. I'm saying this simply because for those who have seen it before now, that the situation will push the establishment, whether PDP or APC, okay, it will push them beyond their traditional comfortable zones, including their traditional regular voters. If elections should hold and more people troop out indeed, it is not going to be as projected anymore. Guess what? They said that Peter Obi is coming to, or the obedient are only coming to come and divide Atiku's vote for the gain to the gain of Kolu. I told you, at the end of the day, the two leprous fingers, they're going to have to work together to tame this threat that is about to push Nigeria to the first runoff election. I mean, if they say we are going to see shock after Saturday, if you listen, all of us go see shock with what I'm thinking. You remember I told you that this whole fight between APC, Egbekegbe, is not about new Naira note or old Naira note or anything. It's not because they can't get their own hands on the old and the new. It's not because they can't print their own fake money and the rest of that or improvise. It's more than that. The real problem is that APC, Egbekegbe, that has failed, done so bad. The people of Tifnubu have done so much work to distance Tifnubu from it. But the more they try to, the more it shows that they are only trying to distance because they are only hypocrites. Right? And for them to scale this whole thing, for APC to say Peter Obi will win 18 states in Nigeria, 18 states, for 4 people in a room. So that means they will have to do a lot to stop them from, that means probably it's even more than that. Probably the data is more than what they want to admit. Probably that is the reason why they will rather make sure you never have the election to start with and let the violence actually disrupt everything. I'm saying all of this because take away the propaganda. Take away what you think you know. Okay? Because they said educated people are the only people who are willing and ready to learn and at the same time to unlearn what they have learned, because with new facts, with new information, right, your old your older belief can change. I'm only saying all of this because this is a ground for the coming revolution. You know why I said that? If these people who told you these guys have no structure or what have you, they are hiding something from you, that if they have to go the traditional way, the old way, buying election, suppressing, intimidation, violence as usual, I am thinking it's going to boomerang. That is where I'm going. You can ask me, why do I say that? I'll tell you. You need one person to represent you at every polling unit, at least one. Now that Nigeria INEC says they have 176,000 to 170,000 polling units or so, that means anybody who wants to challenge PDP and APC would need to present people at every polling unit to monitor their vote. Is that not the way they should do it? Nigeria have 18 presidential candidates from 18 political parties. And from the INEC, from their own INEC data, the 4 people tweeting in a room, they are able to present 134,000 of themselves across Nigeria to become polling unit agents for them. How did they do that in 10 months? How? And just yesterday, ADC, another political party, said they were merging with the people of Obi. So INEC says they have the register of over 98,000 polling unit agents for that ADC. So to the obedient, 134,000 plus 98,000 that automatically gives them an immediate 30 what? 42,000 polling unit agents. No wonder. I was reading everywhere then where they said that this whole thing, that you are going to learn a lesson, because the structure that is going to teach you that lesson is something that you cannot even match. Now, listen, for 10 months, I have never seen anywhere where they said they found the obedient and the rest of them sharing money to mobilize people for any of their rallies, whether small, big, large, small, whatever. I have seen that of PDP. I've seen that of APC. Traditionally, that is normal way. You need to pay to mobilize people. It's normal. But these guys in 10 months showed it to all of us, doubting Thomases, right? That they could do it without asking for money. They could do it with their own money. Then you see PDP, you see APC continue to tell you that they are inconsequential. And to me, I am not saying that Obi is going to win or is not going to win. That is yet to be seen. What I am saying to you is that if you don't believe before that there is problem looming, and the problem is not mostly from you, it is from the criminals who have told you many times that they have to hold your hands and tell you what to do because they know best. They lead the rest of you into this ditch. They are offering themselves as the solutions again. Traditionally, propaganda and the rest of that is what they do. Now, look at them fighting themselves over control of who is going to control who wins the election or rig the election, starting with APC. That's the reason why they are fighting. They are fighting for that control so that they can be able to tame any threat that will stop Tifnumbu or Atifku. All of these games. But they are telling you that they are fighting for you. But the truth is that behind the scene, they need something to tame you. Who are they trying to tame? The 4 people tweeting in a room. So what do you think will happen? Old note, new note, wahala between APC and APC is causing riots all over Nigeria right now. They are burning banks, and they are killing people because they are fighting themselves. Now look at what will happen if they finally realize that they need to come together for a bigger threat of people they believe are nothing. That means they will want to do what they do best. Do their rigging, suppress violence and the rest. What do you think will happen if all of these are not actually on just social media, that they are real? That if the politicians are telling you that nothing will happen, we'll teach them a lesson. The lesson they want to teach them is that they will rig them out. Okay? They will muscle them out. They will use everything to show them that it will never be this or that. But in reality, the numbers are not adding up. APC say Obi will win 18 states. PDP said Obi will win 13 states. So they agree they will win. That means people are there. INEC says Obi and his people have over 240,000 polling unit agents. They superseded. Should I say they supersede Atifku's polling unit agent? They superseded Tifnumbu's polling unit agent. They have 142,000. That means the PDP and APC, traditionally, they would have to spend a lot to start buying them the same way they usually buy all the smaller parties. Because you know what the whole orchestration is going to be? I think they know. I don't want to think that. I don't want to believe that they will find out later. I believe they do know. If in their own data they release that, right? They said that Atifku has 100 and 7. In fact, let me show you. There is actually a figure on the screen. So, where every one of them have polling unit agents, state by state, and where they don't have at all. Do you get that now? So they are buying other smaller parties, and they are like saying they are collapsing their structure for PDP, for APC. You know, traditionally, people will be decamping in times like this, and at the end of the day, you end up in the hands of the same criminals you are running away from, okay? However, these are allocated, according to the INEC in Nigeria, state by state, allocated their polling unit agents by political parties, right? And in total, or more, watch, AAC, or for more Shore, has over 38,000, nearly 40,000 people, the revolutionaries who have volunteered to be polling unit agent, right? This ADC, they have 96,000, right? Hang on, no, I'm looking for the other ones. Oh, give me a sec. Right, that's the first old one anyway. So APC, 174,000 or so. PDP, 178,000. Labour, 134,000. Anyway, I did explain. I mean, I've explained that. Like I said, it's still going to be a long night. So I just thought I should call your attention to that as their countdown to the 2023 elections will kick off. So let's go to Lagos. Okay. So earlier, they've told everybody to shut their own to shut their markets, and then as usual. Okay. So this is what it looks like, or looked like earlier in Lagos when Tifnumbu was in his motorcade. But I think what we should do is that we should start from when he got to Lagos, the way we normally do. This. Anyway, after that, right, on the streets, a long watch, okay, but we'll get to the stadium eventually.
case you're wondering what is happening right now, we are at the venue of the Lagos APC presidential rally here in Lagos, and what we are witnessing right now is the arrival of the standard bearer of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, here at TBS Lagos. And supporters are right here on the road, waiting to receive the arrival of the president, incoming presidential candidate of the party, APC, and it's quite massive right here at TBS.
So let's cut it short, okay? There's this open roof boss, campaign boss, also cited. I mean, in a closer shot, let's take a look at that. And then let's go to the venue. Okay, let's go to the venue. Initially, what the venue looked like before the arrival of the president and the presidential candidate, that is Buhari and Tinubu. Okay, so let's go inside the place. So they've got artists, they've got musicians, artists, performing artists, actors and actresses, Yorubas, and then, from across Nigeria, Igbo, everybody. And if you remember this, well, you're going to know these faces anyway. Let's take a look at these. From the same venue, okay? Look at this. People,
on Saturday.
Baba Boy. I actually thought he lives in America now. Is he back in Nigeria? Is Baba going back home now? Like, is he back in Nigeria? I'm sorry, I should have done my own findings before asking you. Anyway, but I remember that he lives in America. At some point, majority of them actually left. Now, Nigeria now. Many actors and actresses. I mean, actresses who have to leave as well, because and they were watching all their colleagues back from where they are. Like, man, Anyway, there is more. Take a look at this.
Okay, now, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, mo wá fẹ́ pè bàbá wa. Ayẹyẹ tí wàá sí bàbá sọ̀rọ̀, á ní bàbá yìí tì. Woman, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call on that Prince of Lagos. Oṣé. Ẹ̀tọ́jà kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wà bó ṣe wà fẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Oṣé. Ó mú àwọn Lagos State ó gbé wọn lọ fún front of entertainment. That is the man who nurtured me, who taught me a lot of things. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for please. Jide everybody go for Jagaban. APC. Òrìṣà tó bá gbé ni là ń kóbì fún. Eégún tàbá rí nígbà ìṣòro là ń rántí dáná fún nínú ọdún ọ̀jẹ̀. Ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ tí ò gbé ni kì í béèrè àgùntàn. Aṣíwájú ti ṣe fónílé, ó ti ṣe fálejò, ó ti ṣèlú, ó ti ṣènìyàn. Ó yẹ máa bá mi sọ pé àṣẹ. Ẹ máa pé kò ṣẹ. Ẹ máa pé kò ṣẹ. Tó bá ti jọ Sátidé, a máa dìbò, a máa wọlé. Aṣíwájú máa dàrẹ́. Ẹ máa pé kò ṣẹ. Ìbò ló lè ṣe ẹ tètè jáde, má dárìn lọ́jọ́ yẹn, para àdúgbò ẹ, para ilé ẹ, pé gbogbo àwọn tó wà lágbègbè ẹ dìbò yẹn tí kò ṣe kí ni kó kún bẹ́ẹ̀, Aṣíwájú ni ká tì í fún, orí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
All classes, you know what they call F level? When you get failure in all the subjects that you take. F9, F8, F9, F8, FF, double F. That is his name. All
So, I just wanted you to know that it is going to be the turn of Kolu soon. But let's go back into that same stadium where, the governor too, Governor Ade Pointer, I'm talking about Pointer's pilot, Sanwo-Iku anyway, is running for second term as well, which means he is also campaigning. And it's also his own grand finale too. You know what I mean? So let's go back in there. There are other people who have the other stuff to say. So yeah, let's start with this.
Rally, rally, but I want to thank all you Lagosians. I want to thank you for believing in the progressive. I want to thank you for believing that indeed, with a new dispensation, we will all move forward positively. We will acknowledge what our president have done. And we'll take it from there. We'll move it forward. I want to acknowledge that Lagos continue to be the center of excellence. It continue to be the state of aquatic splendor, the mouthpiece of our country, the centerpiece, the rally point of our country. And you have not disappointed us today. From every nook and cranny of the state, you have come out to show that indeed the city boy is a lover of Nigeria, is a lover of Lagos, and you have demonstrated it here today. So on Saturday, Kilamache, Amadibo, Amakoko Kano, Tabadibo Ton, Awaka, Awaripe, Ati Wole, Boshemarini. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for your patience. I want to acknowledge everyone for coming out here in large number. Mr. President, thank you very much. Lagos loves you. We love what you are doing. Aṣíwájú, you can see your city is here for you. You can see that Lagos is ready for you. Shetima, you can see that Lagos is ready for you. Thank you all very much. And we will hope that at the end of this, we will carry the day together. Thank you very much. Thank you,
Your Excellency. Now, we welcome Deputy Governor Hamzat and his lovely wife. And now, Lagos, the reason why we are here, let us now welcome golden boy. And of course, our son, our father, the man who built the modern Lagos, here with his lovely wife, Lagos, incoming president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Jagaban, and his beautiful wife, incoming first lady, Chief Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu. Thank you.
Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọ lóògùn ni, amániṣẹ́ni ni, afàìmániṣẹ́ni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni, àjẹ́.
Ami. I don't want to waste much of your time there because there's still more to see. I just wanted you to listen to Sanwo-Eku there. Somebody actually knows him better, and it was this guy.
And the only way out for us is to continue to do that in the next 4 years. This particular aspirant, as you all know, you can go and check it, the records are there. This is somebody that has been arrested for spending fake American dollars in a nightclub in America. And he's been detained for months. And he knows that he has won mock shots for months before this whole thing was quenched. He's also known that he doesn't have the competence to do what he's being propelled to do. The records are there in Bagala General Hospital. This is somebody that has gone for rehabilitation before. We don't want to go too far, but we know.
You don't have to go too far. They have to cut you away because here you get. He's talking about his own successor. His would later be successor, by the way. So let's go back into that stadium. Again, Kolu. This is when he started talking. And I want to beg you, okay? And they will be singing. So if you are feeling like bored listening to him, just listen to Ayinde and the music on the side. I don't know which one you have to choose, being bored or being annoyed. So I have to apologize beforehand, okay? But let's go listen to what he told them in Lagos. Hope is here. Hunger is here. Japa is here. Emma Japa last year. Well, I'm coming.